Hey, what's up, guys? So today I want to do something different. Also, I put the light on here. I don't know if it looks better or not, but you can see me. So today I want to do something different, and we're going to be doing a reaction video to a Bleacher Report article about free agency after the draft and where they think a couple of these guys are going to go. I'm going to do my own free agency video, hopefully with the whole squad in the podcast, but I don't know, maybe it'll just be me, but yeah, that's my plan for the next couple of days. Hope y'all stay tuned and let's get into this article. Got the article right here. It was written June 24th. It's now, I think June 20, yeah, June 27th. So this was written 3 days ago. So let's get into it. Kemba Walker gets bought out by the Pistons and signs with Lakers. The first part is guaranteed to happen, and the second part is interesting. And I think it does happen. I think he does end up signing with the Lakers or like the Clippers. I think the Clippers could take a run at him because, I mean, although Kimba's not the guy he once was, I think Kimba still can provide some value to a team that's trying to win a championship. And with Kawhi and Paul George healthy, they will be trying to win a championship. Is there anyone else I could really see Kimba going to other than the two LA teams? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, the news broke before I record this video that Kyrie Irving and KD are going to stay. Kyrie really saying they can't. KD's obviously going to stay if Kyrie's staying, and they were basically plotting a whole trick on everyone, which is just weird. But whatever. Um, um, I really just see. I think Kimba's going to the Clippers. So if you want my predictions will come in a different video. But if you want my prediction, I think he goes to the Clippers instead of the Lakers. But yeah, I definitely see this one. But I think the Lakers are a really good possibility. Pistons throw a max deal at Miles Bridges, not DeAndre Ayton. I do agree that they probably will not target DeAndre Ayton unless they use Jalen Duren in the trade, which I don't see happening. But and the Miles Bridges thing, they probably do throw a max deal at Miles Bridges. I mean, he's a really good player. He would provide to that already young core some scoring. I mean, Cade Cunningham at the 1, Jay Ivey at the 2, Miles Bridges at 3, Sadiq Bey at the 3, or Miles Bridges at 3, and the other one at the 4, and then Jalen Duren at the 5, or Isaiah Stewart at the 5. I mean, that's a really solid young core. That's a really good young core. So I do agree that they don't go after DeAndre Ayton, but I did see a report that the Pacers and Miles Bridges have mutual interest. So I think that could play a factor. So Pacers, Pistons, I see either them or he goes back to the Hornets, even though they are not going to give him the max. So let me know in the comments where you think Miles Bridges goes. I think it's either Pistons or Pacers. I don't think he goes back to Charlotte, to be honest. And I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. Detroit is heavily expected to pursue the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. DeAndre Ayton lands in San Antonio. Oh, that's fun. So there's a rumor that DeJounte Murray is going to be traded. Now, I already have a thumbnail made for the Atlanta Hawks if he is traded. So DeAndre Ayton going to San Antonio. So the sign and trade would probably look something like Jakob Pertl, sorry. Give up one of maybe the young wings, probably. Maybe like Alani Walker, and probably wouldn't have to give up terrible much if that's where DeAndre Ayton wants to go. San Antonio. I also see him going to, where else can I see him going? I don't know, because the Hornets picked up a big man and the Pistons picked up a big man. Those were the two teams I really saw him going to. Maybe you see DeAndre see him go to the Bulls, pair alongside Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. Maybe they do it. I find this highly unlikely, but maybe the Suns and Jazz do a switch for Ayton to go Bear. I find that highly unlikely, though. Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. I think DeAndre Ayton, San Antonio would not be a bad fit. It's just going to put San Antonio in that mediocrity range there, in that Kings range for me. So, especially if they trade DeJounte Murray, I mean, I mean, you have guys that can take over, but they're just young. Blake Wesley, I like quite a bit. Malachi Branham, I like quite a bit. You got, but you don't really have that point guard, I don't think. So interesting. If they do trade DeJounte Murray, maybe they keep DeJounte Murray if they land DeAndre Ayton. So, but the report is that they're close to a deal, centered around Danilo Gallinari and 3 first-round picks. Quite a haul. And then maybe they wouldn't go DeAndre Ayton because if they're trying to lose, if they're trying to rebuild, they might actually not go after DeAndre Ayton. So, yeah, I mean, I can see it 50-50, to be honest. Let's see what this. Jalen Brunson leaves the Mavericks to be the Knicks starting point guard. Yep, I think everyone saw this one coming. I mean, Jalen Brunson's dad worked for the Knicks. The Knicks were clearing up money. I mean, it's looking certainly like Jalen Brunson will be the next Knicks starting point guard, and it's just going to put him in this mediocrity thing. I don't really like the move, to be honest. The expected thing is 4 years, 100 mil, so about 25 mil per year. And I'm glad Jalen Brunson's getting his bag because he's been performing like he deserves it. So I'm glad he's getting his bag, but it's also like I don't know if I'm the Knicks, I'd pay that because they're not just a point guard away. They're not just a solid scoring point guard away. They're a couple pieces away, and unless they can sign those in free agency, like a Bradley Beal or Miles Bridges, maybe. I mean, you have to sign multiple of those guys, and I don't think they can. They don't have the money right now. So yeah, I see this as a really good possibility. I just wouldn't like it, to be honest. And I love Jalen Brunson, but it doesn't seem like. I mean, okay, Jalen Brunson, RJ. They keep Julius Randle. I mean, still got Mitch Robinson if he stays. I think he might be a contract. I don't know, but we'll see. This one, the one I want to talk about. So, with no trade for veteran point guard, Bradley Beal explores sign and trade options. And the two teams they mentioned down here are the Miami Heat and Memphis Grizzlies would offer a real chance at a championship next season and shouldn't be worried about being hard capped at the sign and trade. These two deals would look something like, I would say Tyler Hero gets probably put in the deal. For the Miami Heat, you maybe see a Duncan Robinson in the deal and picks. That's what I would see. For the Grizzlies, I think Tyus Jones would be put in the deal. It would be like a sign and trade type thing because I know the Wizards have interest in Tyus Jones. I think you would see a Dylan Brooks put in the deal, maybe Desmond Bane, but I think they're way rather keep Bane than Brooks. Maybe Zaire Williams in the deal and a couple first round picks. But I want to ask y'all a question. If you're the Grizzlies or the Heat, are you going to get Beal? Does Beal turn those two teams into the championship level teams? Because I mean, last time we saw this Grizzlies team, they were playing without Ja Morant, and they were still giving the eventual champions the run for their money. Beal is 33. So, I mean, by the time that deal gets over with, he's going to be at the end of his career, basically. So, I wouldn't hate it for these teams, but it's a lot of money and a lot of assets you're giving up. And I don't know if Bradley Beal I think he puts the Heat probably over the edge. I'm not for sure if he puts the Grizzlies over. I think maybe he'd put the Grizzlies over the edge, depending on what they're giving up. If they could keep Bane, like if they roll out a lineup of Ja Morant, Bradley Beal, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., Steven Adams, or if they find a center in the free agency. So it's just those four, and then whoever takes Steven Adams' spot. I could see that team being low championship level considering their depth. I mean, you're missing that defense that Dylan Brooks brings, but Desmond Bane's a good defender. Depends on if you keep Zaire or not. He can develop into a good defender. So it'd be interesting to see what this Memphis team would look like with Bradley Beal. Of course, I am a Memphis Grizzlies fan. So it would be interesting. I'm not for sure if I'd be 100% in on it, But yeah, I think it's interesting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope I want tell me how y'all feel about these reactions type videos. I'm trying to broaden every type of video out here, so I want to do like thoughts on stuff. I want to do reactions. I just want to try to broaden this out across every part of this channel. The football, basketball, the college football stuff's getting running. I'm working on a big project for that video, so hopefully that'll be out in the next couple weeks, so we can get college football because I really love college football. So I'm trying to gauge and bring more content, not just the same old videos. So yeah, let me know on some thoughts on this article, on some of the things they talked about, and just what you want to see on the channel. Yeah, so I'm done. I'll see y'all later and have a great day.